What's up, fans? It's KP. I am with Daniel Logan. How are you, Danny?
I'm always good. I never complain.
You never do, and it's so nice to run into you again. The last time we crossed paths was Motor City Comic Con.
Motor City, yeah, down in Detroit.
It was a good show.
Yeah, every time with me is a good time, and with you, you know, what can we say? We get together and collaborate.
We have a little bit of fun, but nothing like Star Wars Celebration 5, man, and you are a hit here.
You know what? What can I say? You know, you got to be genuine, you know, and I got to say the Celebration is probably one of the biggest Star Wars shows I've been to, you know, so that's amazing.
Well, your mom, from what I hear, your mom does a good job of keeping you in line about all this stuff, right?
Well, my mom's from England, so she's, you know, she's used to smacking you, you know. There ain't no child welfare down in New Zealand, so, I mean, you know, that's a good way to keep a boy in line by keeping smacking him.
Well, your mom's done a great job, and you've done a great job. I mean, from your first appearance at Young Boba Fett, you've made a real impression on this audience, Danny.
Well, you know what? You got to realize, as a 13-year-old boy, I was given an opportunity by a man called George Lucas that changed the opportunity to change my life forever. And I mean, with me, I come out and I still have that same respect, you know, like Boba Fett, George Lucas, and the fans of Star Wars are the ones who created me. So, I mean, I would still be a nobody, you know, or a person who just did a film and then got forgotten about, like everyone else who does small little films and then, you know, did a small part. Star Wars is the only thing that you could keep being relevant, and people keep consistently coming up and telling you, I love your character. When are we going to see more? So, I mean, that's why I have such a great time.
Well, there's been a few people that have contributed to that character, right? And I think that you've really taken that torch, and you've done a really very respectful and solid job with that character. And I think that's what people are responding to.
I really appreciate that. I mean, you know, I have Jeremy Bullock, the original character. We call him Grandpa Fett because we don't send him out on any more bounties. He kind of stays at home now. But, I mean, he's a genuinely nice, great guy. And, I mean, I got to look at peers like him and get to, that's what taught me how to, like, interact with fans and, you know, how to be when I come out to these things.
Well, so let's talk about the fans. There are lines of people and buzz on the floor about Clone Wars. They're bringing it all back.
Clone Wars, what can I say? It's the only cartoon that blows everything out of the water, man. It's the best animation they've come out with for a long time. So, I mean, with kids aged between 4 and 10, it's like the biggest hit thing, you know?
How is it different between the movie and the cartoons?
I went from all the old ladies, you know, and the old men, you know, hey, son, how are you? When I was 20, I went and saw Star Wars, to now kids going, oh, my God, like, you know, 5-year-old kids, that's Boba, oh, my God, that's a boy. So, you know, it went from being like the older Star Wars fan base to now the younger. So now I have them all. So it's really cool, you know, because I can associate with everybody.
Well, and I'm sure you can associate the fans being a fan of this property. Now, when you get to come to an event like this, where does Danny as the fan get to go?
I get to go all around. I mean, you know, I get to see these guys that I've been working with in all the films. And I geek out too sometimes, you know. But for me, I geek out at the fans. I geek out at looking at all the costumes, people coming out with different ideas of how to dress or what to make. And I mean, for me, my costume for Halloween was I ripped my white bed sheets off my bed, cut 2 holes in it for my eyes. Usually they were a lot bigger than what my eyes were, so I only looked through one. And that was my costume, you know. These people were sitting there, they got like, you know, replica propped, you know.
See how many Boba Fetts you got running around here?
I got a lot of Boba Fett. I got competition, man.
We saw a guy getting a Boba Fett tattoo, man. How do you feel responsible about that?
That's Boba's effect, you know. That's the Boba effect.
I'm working on the Mandalorian warrior emblem from Boba Fett's armor.
Yeah, one time this guy came up and got me to sign his tattoo, so I did it. Well, he left, he came back like 2 hours later, and he got my autograph tattooed in his body.
That's great.
That's what I said. That's awesome. I was like, dude, well, if you want it.
Fans at home, so the first person to get I am stylin, you know, tattooed, and I will autograph you, and I'll pay for the tattoo. I'd love to have something like that.
I am stylin. Boba Fett, baby.
Boba Fett stylin in the house. Well, Danny, thanks. Great catching up with you again. Right, more to come from Star Wars Celebration 5 here in Orlando. I'm KP. I am stylin. Danny is stylin. Stylin online.
You continue to keep styling.
StylinOnline.com. More to come. It's a big deal because you're not seeing every characters now. You know, I mean, once you get past the respect for everybody that contributes. 3, 2.
Battlestar Galactica.
Batman.
Serenity.
Boba Fett. Highlander.
The Empire Strikes Back.
Doctor Who.
Star Trek The Next Generation was my favorite.
Scooby-Doo.
Well, at the moment, it would be True Blood.
True Blood.
True Blood. I have to say True Blood, too.
She-Ra.
Doctor Who.
Star Wars, Episode 4.
Firefly, without a doubt.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Joker, obviously.
Family Guy.
Good choice.